Okay, so made it to a new location, just got in a hotel and got Wi-Fi going up right now. Anyway, that hurricane, extremely violent, Cat 4, and continues to track off to the west. And the latest message is, looks like we're going to have probably Cat 5 at landfall. Hurricane Hunter, let's go out to Hurricane Hunter out there shortly at 945 millibars, continues to intensify, Cat 4. And yes, I will get rest here today. And so that's that. That visible is still going. Hurricane continues there. Let me back out here on the hurricane deal. It's like look at the latest public advisory, 2 p.m. Eastern time. Forecast Hurricane Hunter, major hurricane, obviously, threatening catastrophic flooding across the landslides expected across Jamaica and southern Hispaniola through midweek. Pressure is down to 946 millibars, 2794. It's a Cat 4. Hurricane warning is in effect. Hurricane Watch, talked about that storm warning. Hurricane warning remains in effect 36 hours before impact, which continues. And basically winds 140. And so basically 946 pressure on the last drop. Continues to move to the west, and then it'll make a curve to the west-northwest later during the day tomorrow. And Melissa is expected to bring storm rain totals 15 to 30 inches over southern Hispaniola and Jamaica through Wednesday, maximum 40 inches, catastrophic flooding and massive landslides, numerous landslides likely. So that's it on that. Life-threatening storm surge around the south shore of Jamaica. It could be 9 to 13 feet above ground level. South of me here, I'm just inland from the deal. Large battering waves generated by Melissa expected to reach portions of Hispaniola, Jamaica, and eastern Cuba and Cayman Islands in the next several days. Swells are likely to cause life-threatening storm surge and rip currents. Right? Okay, so that's coming. So let's go back here and I'm still Long Bay Beach. Wow. Wow, that's amazing. So, yes, I'm back. So, anyway, let me look at what I want to talk to you about next. So, based on the latest data from the hurricane models, so the 7 a.m. 12Z, as we call it, the morning update, what they've basically done is, and we'll look at this here, they've actually, I don't have good news for you on this. They've actually intensified. So let's go through this. It's not pleasant. I'm pretty confident now it's going to be Cat 5 at landfall, and it's going to be an extreme Cat 5. So I'll flip the camera around. So this is this morning's one at noon. It's got it 938, 940, so it's about 5 millibars off there. So as we go on with time here, it's 934 millibars. I'm just going to go through this. This is 10-meter winds. And so if we go through here, that's tomorrow evening. I'm down to 938 millibars, 111 knots. It's bad, you know. And then as it comes north, it's 945, 950, 10 millibars. So this particular model, that's a Hermon, excuse me, I'm clicked on the wrong model there. Let's go back here to the HERS A B. We'll see if this verifies. It's got it down by tomorrow evening. It's got it down at 918, 920 millibars, strong Cat 5. You see the numbers. It's all to my south-southwest. And the HERS A and B these are like the latest hurricane models that have the most research injected. So Hurricane Hunter's out there as it drops on, this data is fed into the models continuously, and these models update every 6 hours, and it has a pretty good handle on what it thinks is going to happen. So it swings way southwest, carries back. We're back to what it said 4 days ago. And so it's 15Z Tuesday, that's around 10 a.m. Standard Time. And what it's trying to do is, you see this says 18Z, that's around 1 o'clock noon. I'm going to call it noon. So right before landfall, Tuesday morning, again, very similar, it's exact track that the NHC forecast at 11 a.m. and there's 2 o'clock update. They're watching these models. These are the models they're talking about, right? And the blend, they're talking about ensembles, and they're really tightly clustered now here west of Kingston, back in these parishes here, Charleston and the next county over to the west. They're really tightly packed there. So I've got really bad news and I've got good news. The bad news is I think it's going to make landfall as a Cat 5. Okay? And it really, at this point, where it's coming ashore, it doesn't matter if it's a 4, a low 4, a mid 4, high 4, low Cat 5, mid Cat 5, it's going to do catastrophic damage. It's going to do catastrophic rain, catastrophic storm surge, and massive damage across the island. So I'm going to zoom in there. You can kind of see where it's coming in here on this. We're going to go into Google Maps and we're going to talk about this, right? That town. I'm going to tell you towns based on what I know right now today at this hour, right? That's that model. That's what it thinks. Again, these models can move, 10, 15 miles either way, right, left, those kind of things. This model, HERS B, it's even more extreme. For Tuesday morning, and it's slower too, it's got 910, 914, 910. These are 10-meter winds. It's not 850. This is 10-meter winds. Yeah, I'm showing 10-meter winds. That's not 850, 146 knots, or a solid Cat 5, maybe even a mid Cat 5. As it approaches Tuesday morning on the HERS B, this is brand new data from this morning's run, 910 millibars. Okay? 910 millibars. It's probably about 30 miles off the coast at that point. At sunrise on Tuesday, hurricane force winds are already on shore because the hurricane force winds extend out 64 knot plus. Hurricane force winds are out about 35 to 40 miles northeast. So hurricane force winds are moving on shore, first saying either just before sunrise or shortly after sunrise, around 7 a.m., sunrise, 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock. The hurricane force winds are moving on shore in the southwest part of here, as well as over here, back to my east and back to the west. See the 10-meter winds? 160 knots, okay? Let me do something here. It's been a long day already, but I'm about ready to get 7 to 8, and we'll have some major updates very soon. In a little bit, okay? Just for perspective, max wind 160, that's 185 miles an hour coming ashore at 10 meters. Okay, I want you to think about what I'm telling you here. Winds 140, gusts probably close to 200. That shows about 180 mile an hour winds coming on shore at sunrise, 180 miles an hour. This is going to be like, these are going to be the upper echelon of devastation. See where it's coming ashore there? That little peninsula right here. Okay, 910, 145. It starts weakening, rises 160, 145. That's down to 940 millibars, rises 20 millibars, still 83 knots. So let's talk about that. Let's go down here and look at that now. Okay, I'm up to the north there. So it's kind of homing in on, this is going to change, Treasure Beach, Top Hill Junction, Alligator Pond. Yeah, it's raining, not blowing too hard right now. It's just raining off and on. Long Bay Beach, Milk River, Tollgate, Maypen. I was there earlier this morning. They're going to be kind of in the right eye, farther east eye, right? It won't be as bad. They're still going to have damage. Could be catastrophic there. Salt River, Old Harbor. You're going to have storm surge all through this area. It's going to be massive, right? But the general consensus of the Hurricane A and B model is it's basically where the hurricane header has. It comes in just southwest here, and it comes up toward Junction in this area right here. Okay? Wherever the eye comes ashore, you're going to have damage over a wide area because you've got really wide wind swath. You're going to have damage well outside the hurricane, right? You're going to have damage over Kingston, storm surge. But I'm just focused on where the catastrophic events are to happen. So if you got family members still down the Alligator Pond, Long Beach, this area, just Hop Hill, anywhere in the coastal area down in these areas, right? St. Elizabeth Parish, right? And Manchester Parish. St. Elizabeth and Manchester, it comes ashore very close to this area on the border here. That's the area. If you got anybody in this area, they have to get out. I can tell you right now, based on current data, unless they're in a concrete bunker, and I mean it, not a block wall with a shed metal roof. It's not going to work. It's not going to work. You got to be in a concrete bunker. I'm talking 1 foot, 2 foot thick concrete with concrete roof and concrete sidewalls and out of the flood zone. Unless you have that in these areas, or unless a designated evacuation center that's rated for Cat 5 landfalling hurricanes, and I'm not familiar with them down in this area, so I can't speak to that. Those are the kind of places you need to be. If you don't have that, you've got to evacuate today. Things go downhill rapidly starting tomorrow, and tomorrow night the winds pick up. The flooding's going to get worse and worse as time goes on. And you guys, the locals told me this area back over here floods really horrifically. They already told me this. Top Hill, they said this mountain area here, if we go to Satellite, they told me this area right here, they already told me, they said, Jeff, York Center, you get south here, along here, it's going to flood really bad. It always does, they said. It always floods right in here. Coming down these mountains here, this is always going to go underwater. These areas in here are going to go underwater from the flash flooding, right? Freshwater flooding, we call it. St. Elizabeth Parish, and you've got Manchester. St. Elizabeth Parish and Manchester Parish in Jamaica. You're going to have problems over the island. But where I expect, that 30-mile wide, super destructive comes across. My anticipation is after the hurricane passes, at least on the south half of the island and probably even on the north half, as we get into later Tuesday, more likely Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, as the satellites pass over Jamaica, and they do aerial reconnaissance as well as planes and Coast Guard and those things. As the satellites pass over, high-risk satellites, and they'll look at the vegetation, I fully expect there's going to be a scar mark across the entire island from south side to the north side. You're going to see about a 30-mile, 25 to 35-mile wide scar mark where it makes landfall, and that scar mark's going to go across the island. That's where the total devastation is, right? Wherever that is. You're going to have damage widespread. The National Blue Mountains over here, 40, 45 inches of rain, all that water is going to come down all these contributaries. Y'all River, from North Tennessee, it's all this area, the Y'all River, you guys know about this, right? All this area in here, this is all going to wash out. It's going to come down like a tidal wave out of these mountains. This gargantuan amount of water is going to surge all down these mountains, right? All these contributors are going to be just absolutely horrendous amounts of water because it's so steep. When it rains up here at 3 to 5 inches an hour, that water's going to come down like Niagara Falls. It's going to come down these rivers and these streams, and it's the same time as all that's occurring at like Monday night and Tuesday morning. The water's rising. It's already rising all along the south here. The water's rising here. Okay, the water's coming up as the hurricane's going to approach the coast. It's Cat 4 and it goes Cat 5 down here. Like tomorrow morning, probably Cat 5, and it starts making a bend Cat 5. And all the water is surging up to the coast, all the way from Kingston all the way over. The water's rising. Same time the water's rising, your rivers are trying to, all your streams are trying to dump into the ocean. Well, if the ocean rises 5, 10 feet, and it gets high, then all water starts backing up to all these drainage areas, right? So it's like a triple threat. You just don't have the flood threat from the freshwater flooding. You're going to have the ocean's going to be rising to stop the water from the rivers dropping as fast as it can. Then all your areas where those contributaries are. Kingston, I'm very, very concerned about you with all the landslides, mudslides, all these areas in and around Kingston, including downtown Kingston, all your canals in downtown Kingston. I'm extremely concerned about. All the water areas, all the drainage canals in Kingston, I'm extremely concerned about. Besides that, with wind damage. But anyway, that's what I see right now. And we'll just go back over here. We'll see what they do on the 5 o'clock advisory. We'll see what they do. But anyway, you get the idea what I'm talking about. You see what's going to happen here. So anyway, let me get, I thought I started chat. Let me make sure I did. I'm pretty sure I did. Does anybody have any questions I could add? Let me see. Make sure. Live chat. Yep. Yeah, live chat's up. Anybody okay? Yep. I'm in a pretty secure place. nothing, unless you're in a concrete bunker, is going to be 100% foolproof. Yeah, I don't want to tell you where I'm at, but I'm going to be in this area, right? Yeah, I'm in a hotel using Wi-Fi. We're going to lose that. That's going to be gone, right? I mean, it's not going to lose. The plan is during the hurricane, after it gets done, then we'll have Starlink to, during the hurricane, how long the power stays on. We'll see how long. Yeah, I may test Starlink sometime today. I'll get it going. There's a lot of things I can't go into right now that I want to make sure Starlink is not damaged, because Starlink's going to be our lifeline out of here after Tuesday. That's going to be our lifeline to get out of here and to help the people of Jamaica. Okay. So having Starlink secured where it doesn't get damaged is going to be the key, right? So I'll bring Starlink up because it's more important after the fact. And like I said, we'll try to stream as much as possible. Between cell service and Wi-Fi, we should be able to at least hold it to sometime Tuesday morning. Then after that, we'll see how that goes. But that's kind of the idea. Yep. Yeah, Star Life. Yeah. So Starlink. Yep. So Blue Shed. Yep. Okay. Boy. I wonder if I can show you one thing. Do you guys want me to show you one thing that has to do with blue? I got a blue shirt on. Hey, there's blue on this picture behind me. I just haven't noticed that. What if I told you I've got another blue shed? I'm at another blue shed location. You hear what I'm saying? I'm at another blue shed location. I'm not kidding. I'm going to keep it quiet right now where I'm at. What I'm going to show you. I'm at a blue shed location. I am not kidding. I came across it, and you guys go support me out here, guys. It's grueling, and it's been grueling already, and we're not even started. But anyway, yeah, we're gonna have a no, it's not a porta potty. It's not a porta potty. Yeah. I've got so many stories to tell you I cannot share currently. It's not the right time or place to share things. They're not bad stories. They're absolutely incredible stories about the Jamaican people. They're incredible stories already. It's not even started yet, guys. Yeah, I'm in Blue Shed. We're gonna make this space super famous. This will be the Blue Shed of Jamaica, without a doubt. It will go viral globally, and this place is gonna make history. The Blue Shed, Jamaica. So hang on, because it's gonna get real, and I'm not kidding you. It's gonna be unbelievable where I'm at. Yep, it's phenomenal. Okay, guys, that's really about all I've got right now. I know I didn't give you a lot. It's gonna be a horrible hurricane. I've got to go get something to eat. I've got people digging me. TwisterChasers Live. You can follow me on Twitter. Support us on YouTube, please. We really need your support for these kind of things. I'm sure we're going to start a fundraiser afterwards. Going to need lots of help globally for the people here in Jamaica. And it'll be, let's pray for everybody here. I can't tell you, I've prayed for a number of people already here with groups of people. And what's going to happen. And anyway, the Islanders have never experienced anything like this. Thank you, Lisa. I appreciate you. So the Islanders never experienced anything like this. It's going to break. I think it's going to break 4 or 5 all-time records on Jamaica is what I think. I think the potential rainfall is clearly on the table. Possibly the highest wind ever recorded in the history of Jamaica, I think, is on the table. I think that there's a high probability that's going to break if there's a METAR central that can withstand 175 to 200 mile an hour winds. Storm surge is definitely in the mix, and possibly the lowest pressure ever recorded on Jamaica. Those four things I think are clearly on the table, and I think there's four things from a meteorology point of view that it's going to break records. And so anyway, that's it. So I appreciate your support. I'll wait till the 5 o'clock. I'll wait till the 5 o'clock advisory comes out. I'm gonna go grab some lunch, early dinner, however you can call it. And when that happens, when that 5 o'clock advisory comes out, they're gonna really, the National Hurricane Center has done a phenomenal job. Guys, this has been one of the most craziest. We needed to get the hurricane developed. Yes, yeah, he's in Jamaica now. I'm in central, southwest side of Jamaica. We got to get the hurricane up. It exploded yesterday. We got a center point. They know where it's at. They keep finding the hurricane hunters in there. They're in there now. And every time that data keeps updating, it's like, oh, my pressure is 950. It's 945. It's 940. It's whatever it ends up being tonight. Tomorrow it's 925. It's 930. Whatever it ends up being tomorrow, right? There's my new location. There's my new location. And then you got all the up air data from the NOAA. Back in the States, and that trough is going to come out. So the severe wind tornado outbreak right now happening, I haven't looked in 3 hours, down by Mobile in southern Mississippi. That's the trough coming out. That's what's going to grab this hurricane and turn it north. So the severe wind outbreak in southern U.S. is going to be the thing that saves us. Thank you so much for your 50. Awesome. Thank you so much. That's going to save. That's going to be the determining factor on where it goes, really. We know it's going to hit here. The question is exactly where. So there's a lot of things happening over a big scale, but NOAA's doing up air launches. The hurricane hunters are doing their flights. They're out there. Recon is out there right now. They're doing flights right now. Let's just look at this. Let me flip this around. Recon 945. It's not that far from us. I'm 1 degree at 60 miles. So it's about 90 miles, 100 miles southeast of me right now. Look at that. It's not for guys. This ain't supposed to drop possibly another 20 millibars. Possibly. That's what some of the models are showing. We'll see if that happens. Here's the latest drop sound. Drop sound. Yeah, 942, 943 millibars. Wow, look at that. Pressure, look at it, boom. When this eye wall comes ashore right here, when this eye wall, this front leading edge wall comes in, right? Pressure falls. It's just like as it's approaching you, right? As this north eye wall comes, the pressure's up here, and it just falls like a rock. Winds pick up enormously. Yeah, and the rest is history. Yeah, it's gonna be bad. So more hurricane hunters are in there. They're doing they flew the eye. Now he's doing upper air deals. There'll be another plane in there a little bit later, I'm sure. And let's go back to the satellite. This is about as breathtaking as a view as you can get. At least I do have some internet here. Of course, anytime you look at the satellite, it's going to take a second to load, and I'm sure they're going to be patient with it. Okay, live footage from the East Coast. Thank you for catching me. Okay, Hurricane Melissa. I'm counting on you. Give me some data here. Give me some viz. There we go. Let's start building them frames. All right, well, that's getting loaded. There goes 3%. There's 10%. Okay, I'm gonna do a countdown here. 17%. There we go. It's like it takes a little bit to get going. My gut is this is going to be worse than Blue Shed. A lot worse in lots of different ways. No, I'm not on the coast. I'm just inland from the coast. To be exact, I'm about 9 miles inland from the coast. I don't think it's survivable on the coast. Possibly, but I think it's unless you have I don't think Jim's coming. It's drilled down in this eye. God, look at the mesovortices. It's spinning so fast you can't see them. Inside the eyeball there's these mesovortexes, tornado types, a little spin up. So you've got these mesovortexes. Let me do this here. Let's do it. Boom, let's stop on the last frame. Oh, come on, babe. Come on. Come on, stop. You never can get it to go, and now I can't get it to stop. Come on. Anyway, let me see if I can grab it. Okay, I don't want you to move. If I stop it, yeah, there we go. It's still going. It doesn't like to stop. So anyway, it's got some really bad. Look at those mesovortex, look at the floor. I can tell you before with Harvey, Katrina, all the monsters, Michael, Wilma, these mega hurricanes. When that eye comes over you, and you're in that northeast eye wall, it's like you're in the bottom of a 55-gallon drum, and you're looking straight up out of the barrel. And it's much more dramatic than that. I'm trying to be simple terms. It goes up straight up about 50,000 feet. It's 5-10 miles in diameter eye, clear eye, and calmer winds. Right, you go from 150 gusts to 180, then you're looking up out of a barrel and you can see everything spinning around. Right now, expect the eye to move onshore sometime after sunrise on Tuesday. Right now, I'm thinking 10 o'clock in the morning. At my location, it may be high noon. So I fully expect to be in the eye on Tuesday after we have total disaster where I'm located. I really honestly think it's going to be, everything around my area is going to be leveled. It's going to be absolutely catastrophic. But once it's an eye wall, I'm going to try to get live again. We're going to go live from the eye wall inside the eye. Let happen whatever happened, and then as soon as I can go live, it'll be as soon as the eye gets over me and the winds go from whatever they are back down, and I can get and launch the eye. I don't have to move anywhere where I'm at. I just literally got to get Starlink turned on, and in 2 or 3 minutes, I'm live, right? Once that happens, then the stream will go live, and I'll be in the eye. That is the current plan. Don't know, to be honest with you, with a Cat 5, high Cat 4, Cat 5 at landfall, it's going to be total whiteout. There'll be like zero visibility. You won't be able to see 10.5 stream. All you're going to see is a white blur. That's all you're going to see. I'm just trying to prepare you. You're not going to have pictures like, oh yeah, there goes a fine roof. That's not going to happen. You're not going to see that, right? I'm talking about when the winds are like over 130, 150, 180. It's total whiteout. You might be able to see 100 feet, max 100 feet, okay? So as soon as that eye comes over me, and I get it may only be in the eye, guys, maybe 15 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, max 15 minutes. So as soon as we're in the eye, boom, we're live, show you the inside of the eye, the stadium, tell you a quick hit of how bad the damage is, and then here comes the back wall, and we go back into shelter, and we wait for the back eye to pass, which will happen. The hurricane's going to hit, and then as you get closer to noon, it's going to start accelerating. By mid-morning Tuesday, it's going to start rapidly accelerating to the northeast. It'll go past Jamaica, and it'll rock up toward past Tuesday afternoon. And I wouldn't be surprised if we're in clear skies by 4, 5, 6 o'clock on Tuesday afternoon. If it comes through here at noon, may see the sun go down as it's pulling out on my peripheral southwest. We may be in partly cloudy skies by sundown, by 6 p.m. Unfortunately, probably overlooking total disaster at my location where the eye tracks. And then as soon as Wednesday morning gets up, we'll assess the situation. I'm sure all the roads are going to be blocked from debris. And then here comes the cavalry, right? Then here comes Coast Guard, here comes military, here comes the everybody's going to be coming in from everywhere, right? And then then the winds will die down. either late Tuesday or early Wednesday morning. As soon as sunrise Wednesday morning, we'll be live. I got to protect Starlink at all costs because that's going to be our ticket out of here. Wednesday morning, shortly after sun, 6 a.m., I'm live, right? From the where the mass damage was, right? Where the eye comes ashore and the city I'm located, which I think will get destroyed. So as that happens, we'll bring it live first thing Wednesday morning sunup, and we'll be live, right? So it's kind of like, that's kind of the plan right now. So that's kind of the short and sweet plan right now. It's not going to be a pretty sight. The people here in Jamaica are phenomenal. We're going to do everything in our power after the hurricane to help raise funds, get assets, get help here from the U.S. and all foreign places around the U.S. and the world. We're going to need help from around the world, 100%, 100% from around the world. We're going to need help from everybody. But yeah, anyway, yeah, I'm at a blue shed. I'm at a blue shed location. Can't share it right now, but I am at a blue shed. It's going to make history, and this is phenomenal. You thought Hurricane Harvey wasn't crazy. Wait till you see this place. Yeah, I'm not kidding, folks. But anyway, I'm going to go get some bite to eat. Thank you for your support. Really appreciate it. And hang on. And again, pray for everybody in Jamaica. They need your help, prayers in the coming days, coming weeks, coming months, and coming years. So anyway, that's it. All right, guys. We'll be back in touch with you soon. Thank you so much for tuning in and watching. And I will do another update. I got to wait for the 5 o'clock advisory to come out. I got to ingest it. Let me read digest what they're saying, the track line, what they're thinking, latest thinking. And I think the 5 o'clock advisory is going to be very sobering. It's already been very sobering, but I think it's going to be very sobering on the 5 o'clock advisory. So we'll see how